Wrath of Man, Wrath of Man. I don't know what I'm doing now. Okay, I've been wanting to see this movie for a little while now. I saw the trailers for it. I was super pumped. Just didn't get around to seeing it. I love Jason Statham. I love him. I love him. I love him. But you may be wondering, is this a transporter movie or is this a revolver movie? He's got range. Well, I'll tell you, it's a little bit of both. It's a little. It's I. Okay, so what's this movie about? Without ruining too much, you have a man that joins an armored car company. They transfer a lot of cash back and forth. Dangerous job. Apparently, a lot of people try to rob them all the time. I don't know how close to real life that is, but I mean, we're talking about like high skill robberies happening seemingly all the time. And Jason Statham's character is very obviously overqualified for the role. Okay. One thing is for sure, those guys robbing those armored trucks very quickly regret it when he's around. That's the gist of the movie without ruining too much. Okay, so action. It's great. It's awesome. It's unexpected at parts. I would say almost anticlimactic in parts, but overall feels good. And there is a reason for it. There's a method to it all. It all makes sense. And it all wraps up pretty nicely. Visually, it's you're talking crime thriller, drama. Jason Statham. If you've seen any one of his movies, you'll get it. It's got a grit to it. It's got a darkness to it. A lot of cursing, a lot of man jokes. It's. I'm already jumping into the writing here. The writing's not good, mostly, but it gets to a point where even the bad dialogue's good. Like just like in a different weird way. It works well enough though. How are the performances? Generally terrible. Josh Hartnett's in this movie too. I kept thinking Josh Hartnett and Jason Statham at least have been in better movies and they've acted way better than this. I kept thinking that. But at the same time, they had moments, both of them, especially Jason Statham, where the acting was so good. It almost completely changed the movie itself. It was surprising. Without ruining too much, his character has a giant reason why he's doing this, and you get to see how that affects him. And you can tell by the title how true the title actually is to what's going on. Okay, now if you're wondering about the bad guy in this movie, with these kind of movies, there generally is a bad guy. Without ruining too much, I'll just say there is more than one. And there are layers to this concept. Some are obvious, some are a little bit more deep. Okay, now I'm going to say this part of the review's over. I'm going to get in a little bit more into the story if you don't want to hear anything. This is your spoiler warning. All right. Okay, more on the bad guy. I think this is kind of important to talk about. Again, spoiler warning if you don't want to hear anything. So, this movie plays in parts and it plays from sort of different perspectives or different times before and after a catalyst robbery. Uh, Basically, two guards and a young man end up being unalived in one of these robberies. That young man happens to be his son. Okay, he's not happy about it, right? But it also turns out that it is partially his fault why this happened to his son, because without ruining too much, he had to be there on another job, and he knew that that would be a potentially dangerous place to be. He made a gamble, and he was kind of pressured into it, but he did, and he went on this job, and unfortunately, different people that weren't related to what he was doing came in and subsequently unalived his son. So there's personal guilt along with this wrath. That's why I say there are layers to the bad guys. There's that. So he has to basically clean up a mess that he at least in part made. And it shows the emotion that he shows throughout the movie increasing. There's times where he can't even look at the footage of the robbery, that catalyst robbery. So good. And he's so intense with his grief and his wrath. He's got a team of men men that do dirty stuff for him, and they're all terrified of him, especially now, and you feel it every time. He comes off straight just terrifying, menacing, but with, like, a quietness about him, as if everybody in that room would no longer be present, if you know what I mean. And then on top of that, the villain of which he faces actually isn't just one man, it is a group of men, and they all are individuals, and they all have reasons for what they're doing. And it's a reason that you've seen before, and it does, I think, point to other larger problems, other bad guys. But there's a lot of depth with that whole scenario. There's a giant gray area as far as who is a bad guy and why, or rather, a spectrum, if you will. Some guys are worse than others, some guys have better reasons than others. But overall, it all boils down to the same thing. You do not want to piss off Jason Statham. Okay. Check this out. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later.